Have you ever wondered why some resumes seem to magically open doors to dream jobs? Today, we're cracking that code with the art of crafting a chronological resume. We'll dive deep into transforming your work history into a captivating story, revealing how each step in your career can become a golden ticket to your next big opportunity. Stay tuned to master the secrets of a resume that doesn't just list your experiences, but truly sells your professional journey. Number 1. Let's dive into the world of chronological resumes, shall we? Imagine you're telling the story of your career, but instead of starting from once upon a time, you begin from the present and work your way back. That's exactly what a chronological resume does. It's like a timeline that shows where you've been, what you've done, and crucially, how you've grown professionally. Think of it as your career's highlight reel, playing in reverse. This format is fantastic for people who have a solid work history and clear career progression. It's like saying, hey, look at all these amazing things I've accomplished. And guess what? I've been climbing the ladder of success step by step. Number 2. When you're piecing together this kind of resume, start by listing your most recent job. Include the company name, your position, and the dates you worked there. Now here's where the magic happens. For each role, create a mini story of your time there. Did you increase sales by 20%? Lead a project that brought in new clients? This is your moment to shine. And remember, it's not just about the responsibilities you had. It's about the achievements and the impact you made. These mini stories create a narrative of a professional who's not just going through the motions, but actively contributing, growing, and succeeding. Number 3. Moving on to the education section, which usually takes the back seat in a chronological resume, sitting snugly after your work history. Here, you're not just listing where you went to school, you're showcasing how your educational background has contributed to your professional journey. Did you lead a significant project during your studies? Were you part of a successful team competition? Even if you think it's just school stuff, it often reveals a lot about your skills and character. It's not just about degrees and certifications. It's about painting a picture of a well-rounded individual who's been gathering knowledge and skills all along the way. Number 4. Now let's chat about the skills section. In a chronological resume, this part might seem like a side dish, but it's actually more like the seasoning that brings out the flavor in a meal. You've got your work history and education as the main ingredients, and your skills are there to sprinkle some extra appeal. This is where you list those technical know-hows, the soft skills that make you a great team player, and any other superpowers you possess. The key here is relevance. Align your skills with what the job requires. It's like saying, not only have I done all these great things in the past, but I also have the exact skills you're looking for right now. Number 5. Let's talk about the benefits of a chronological resume. It's like giving a guided tour of your career journey to potential employers. They can easily see how you've progressed, which is fantastic if you've been climbing the corporate ladder or accumulating a wealth of experience in a particular field. This format tells a story of growth, responsibility, and commitment. It's like laying out a path that shows you're heading somewhere. And that somewhere is exactly where the employer needs you to be. It's a format that's familiar to recruiters, so they can quickly get a sense of who you are and where you're going professionally. Number 6. The chronological resume is also incredibly straightforward. Think of it as a well-organized book with a clear table of contents. Your career story is easy to follow. Hiring managers don't have to play detective to figure out your work history. It's all laid out in an orderly fashion. Plus, by emphasizing your most recent experiences, you're putting your latest and greatest achievements front and center. This is especially beneficial if your recent roles are the most relevant to the job you're aiming for. It's like keeping the spotlight on the part of your career that's most exciting and pertinent to where you want to go next. Number 7. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of creating a chronological resume. It starts with gathering your info, and I mean all of it. Dig out those old job descriptions, performance reviews, and any certificates or awards you've received. This isn't just about remembering dates and job titles. It's about collecting the building blocks of your career story. Think of it as gathering evidence to support the case that you're the best person for the job. You're compiling a comprehensive list of not just where you've been, but what you've achieved and how you've grown in each role. Number 8. Structure is key. Begin with your contact information. Clear and simple, like the opening credits of a movie. Then, a professional summary or objective. But keep it crisp and focused. This is your elevator pitch, your chance to grab their attention. Next, launch into your work history, starting with your most recent job and working backward. For each role, it's not just about listing duties. Highlight achievements, big projects, and ways you made a difference. After your work history, your education and skills follow. Think of this as the supporting cast that adds depth to your main story. Number 9. Tailoring your content is like choosing the right outfit for an interview. It needs to fit perfectly. Align your experience and skills with the job you're aiming for. This means not just listing what you've done, but highlighting the parts that are most relevant to the job at hand. It's about connecting the dots for the employer, showing them that your journey hasn't just been impressive, it's been leading directly to this opportunity. This is where you tweak those mini stories in your work history to resonate with what the job requires. It's about making it obvious that you're not just a great candidate, you're the right candidate for this particular role. Number 10. Finally, let's chat about leveraging tools like Resume Blaze. In today's digital age, having a bit of tech on your side can make a world of difference. With the user-friendly platforms and intuitive templates, these tools help you craft a resume that's not just functional, but also visually appealing. They guide you through the process, making sure your resume is organized, professional, and tailored to stand out. Think of it as having a personal assistant who specializes in resume writing. They know the best practices, the latest trends, and how to make your resume shine in a pile of others. With these tools, you can turn your career story into a compelling, eye-catching narrative that opens doors to new opportunities. Thanks for joining this resume revolution. Remember, your career story is unique. Make it shine on your resume. Until next time, keep turning those pages in your professional journey.